Okay, you can see my textbook. Someone on the mic?
Can, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so although I asked you to go through this example, okay, let us go through again. Okay, here I want to mention to you this. Yeah. Okay, angle of elevation, elevation angle. Okay, so this one actually you have learned, I think, during Form 1. Okay, actually our old syllabus angle of elevation and dispersion is during Form 4, the modern maths. Okay, if not mistaken, but your KSSM they bring very early. Form 1 you have learned this, so I don't know whether you will forgot this angle of elevation or not. So just revision a little bit So angle of elevation means seeing up. So example here, okay, we look at this diagram easier. Okay, A and D. Okay, let's say we say that angle of elevation, how to say, of D from the A. Okay, angle of elevation, okay, of D from, okay, A. Okay, means D is on the top, A is somewhere at the bottom. Okay, A is looking up at the D. Okay, A is looking up at the D. So we draw a line from A to D. This one we call it line of sight. Okay, line of sight. Okay, line of sight. Okay, so you remember you must draw a horizontal line, okay, cut through the A. Horizontal line cut through the A, not cut through the D. Okay, if from A, your horizontal line must cut through the A. Okay, so this angle is the angle of elevation. Okay, the how to say, the acute angle. Okay, don't draw this side, don't draw this side. Acute angle. Okay, is the angle of elevation. Okay, so you look at this diagram. So in this question, they are given you the three angle of elevations. Okay, so angle of elevation of D, but from different people, from the A, from the B, and from the C. Okay, then here they assume that the height of these three are the same. Okay, so means their eyes seeing the horizontal line here. Okay, this is a straight line. This is the meaning. Okay, so they have this assumption now. The height of the three of them are the same. Okay, so for this question there, they are asking the distance A and B. Mean they're asking for this. Okay, so for the solution given in the textbook, okay, we go through it. Okay, so but before that, okay, you see what do we have? Okay, we have this angle, we have this angle, we have this angle. Okay, so you can look at this because we have this length, so we concentrate on this big triangle first. Big triangle. Okay, so you have this angle and this angle, two angle and one length. Okay, so you can use sine rule. Okay, when you have a two angle, automatically the third angle you can find, because this is a triangle. So you use 180 degree minus these two angle. Okay, so this angle you can find. Okay, once you get this angle and then with one length means you can solve this length and this length. Okay, so you can get either one. Okay, so here they solve for DC. Okay, they solve for DC. So at the end, okay, they use sine rule. Okay, this with the 36 degree, and then this 94 degree with the 35 meter. Okay, so here they got the 20.6 6227 meter. Okay, but the question asking for this, they're asking for this. Okay, so this, you see or not, this one actually is how to say, this is an isosceles triangle, because here 50 degree, here 50 degree. Okay, so if follow textbook method, okay, they continue by using BC. They find this, okay, by using this angle. Okay, this angle again for this smaller triangle, 180 minus this 2 lor. Okay, so here is 80. Okay, so by using this 80 degree pair with the BC here, and this DC, the 20.6227 pair with the 50 here, okay, you get the BC. Okay, after that, the AB you can find from 35 minus BC. Okay, you can use another method, because this smaller triangle here, okay, this obtuse triangle here, also you can use a sine rule to get the AB. Okay, why I say that? Because here this is 20, this one also the same length. This is also 20. Okay, so I have a length, okay, then I have the angle. I have all the angle in fact, okay, because here this is straight line, so this is 180 minus 50, so I get 130 here. Okay, and then here is 94, here is 80, so here is 14 here. Okay, I have the three angles, I have one length, okay, I can solve for another length. So this is another alternative for this part. Okay, it's either you use this triangle. Okay, this one they are using this triangle D, B, C. Okay, another alternative is I use this triangle. Okay, A, B, D. Okay, so both you are getting the same answer lah. Okay, so this one if you want, after you can go and try yourself. Okay, so this is for example 6. Okay, now we go through the questions. Yesterday, I think Denise asked me 9.4 question 2, and the intensive exercise she asked for number 2. Okay, then I think Emily just now also asked for 9.4 question 2, and then intensive question 5. Wait for a while, battery low. Okay, so before I go to the 9.4 question 2, we look at this day our example 5. Okay, this question. Okay, for the ambiguous case, you see or not this? Okay, these are answer. Okay, I call out my calculator. Okay, for this, okay, this one the angle C, how we get the angle C is by using the okay, by using a shift sign, the 0.91883 then we get this angle. Okay, this angle is this one, okay, this angle, okay, and then the angle C1, which is this one, okay, because this angle and this angle the same, so you use 180 minus this angle, you get this angle. Okay, actually, okay, by not looking at the diagram, we also for this sine C is equal to 0.9183. Okay, actually, when you learn trigonometry, I think I'm not sure about modern maths. Form 5 modern maths you will learn. I'm not sure whether they will mention for this or not. But for M maths, Form 5, when you learn trigo again, okay, you will know that when you have a sine C is equal to this, okay, a positive value, okay, your angle C will have a two answer. One answer, two answer. Cannot have only one answer. The other one answer, which is this one. Okay, why I say so? This is because when you press, okay, sine, okay, you have two answer, 66.68. Okay, after we try, okay, you should get 0.9183. And when you have sine 113.32, you also will get 0.9183. This is why, okay, we say that when you have sine angle C is 0.9183, your angle C have two answer. Okay, but the detailed one we will learn during your Form 5 trigo lah. But for this because you need it, okay, you need this, so I will just mention, you just have to know it. Okay, so let us try, okay, using the calculator, see what I say, is it correct? Okay, so sine 66.68. Okay, you see 0.9183. Okay, this one got no doubt, 0.9183. Okay, how about this? Okay, sine 113.32. Okay, you see around 0.9183. So remember, when you use sine rule, there is a possibility that you have two answers that you need to choose from which answer is the correct one, because the angle can be acute, the angle can be obtuse. This is the meaning. So now, if you understand this already, let us come back to the 9.4, question 2. 9.4 question 2, I think the questions, you have the question is because, okay, you get this. This is the next answer, 0.9576. Okay, and then if she use a calculator or you use a calculator, you get this answer. Okay, but if you look at the diagram, angle Q here, this is obtuse. Okay, this one definitely is obtuse. It's shown by the diagram. Okay, so this one, the Q should be, okay, 180 minus 73.25. Okay, 106.75. This one is the answer. This one is not the answer. Okay, so here you have to be careful. The Q is obtuse. Okay, I hope I have answered these questions. Okay, now we go to intensive practice. Okay, number 2. Okay, number 2B, actually the answer at the book is wrong. Okay, the answer should be 98.80. Okay, you see ABD, this angle. This angle you got to be careful. Okay, like just now, the angle Q, the question 2 just now, this is quite obvious, this is obtuse lah. Okay, but you look at this angle. This angle is almost like 90 degrees like that. It can be, if look at the diagram, it can be acute, it can be obtuse. Okay, so this is quite dangerous. Okay, you don't know which one is the correct one. Okay, so for this, for for those solve the problem by using sine rule, it's very difficult for you to determine is which one. Okay, is the one acute or is the one obtuse? The 98.8 the correct answer is the obtuse. Okay, but if you are using, the combination of the triangle, I mean the sum of angle of the triangle, you are confirmed this is 98.8. Okay, because okay, I write down this is the information after you have find other angle this is 53.13. Okay, and then this is 10, this is 10, therefore this angle the same 53.13. Okay, and then what else 98, how they get 98 already this angle, okay, you can find this angle 126.87 because this is straight line, so you use 180 minus this, so you get this. Okay, then here this angle you can find, you use 180 minus these two, you can get this angle. Okay, and then you just need this angle. This angle you can because you have two length. I think all this length you also have. This one is 6, this one is 9. Okay, so you have the 3 length and then you have a 1 angle. So no problem for you to use sine rule to get this angle. And then this angle got no doubt because here is obtuse already. So this angle cannot be obtuse anymore. And then you see the diagram. So this angle is a acute angle. Okay, so you just use this plus this, you will get 98.8. It's not the other the acute angle. Okay, so for those already settled this question, I think you know what I mean because I don't want to do so detailed for you. Okay, but if you still cannot, then you can personal WhatsApp to me. Okay, then we go to number 5. I'm not sure about Emmeline, which part you cannot do for number 5. Is it you cannot start at all, or you don't understand the questions, or you have the no, the problem like the previous 2 questions, I'm not sure. Emmeline, maybe you can say. Yeah.
I don't know how to start.
You don't know how to start. Okay, then I have to go through. On the right, show the position of Puan Aziza house. Puan Aziza house, okay. The house of her 2 children here, Amir, Anita. Another children, Aida, want to build her house such that all the 3 houses of the sibling are collinear. Collinear. Okay, means this Aida house will be fall on this line. Will fall on this line. Because this is a sibling, this is a sibling. So the 3 siblings, the house is collinear, means Ida house is fall on this line. And the distance from her house and Anita house to Puan Aziza house is the same. Or what's the meaning? Distance from Ida house. Okay, means the Anita house to the Puan Aziza house, this length, okay, is same as the Ida house to Puan Aziza house. Okay, this is the meaning. Okay, so this is like the ambiguous case, no? You see this length. Okay, this length. So Ida house will be here. Find the distance between Anita house and Ida house. So they want to find this distance. Okay, Emmeline. Okay or not?
Okay already, teacher. Thank you.
So you think you can solve it?
Yeah.
Can okay. So I think only this part confusing. This part, the distance. Is it? Is it
yes.
this part confusing?
Yes.
Okay. The distance from her house and Anita house to Puan Aziz house is the same. So means the distance from her house to Puan Aziza house and the distance from Anita house to Puan Aziza house is the same. This is the meaning. Okay. Okay, so that's all for this one. For your assessment, I didn't mark yet, so I don't want to go through with you because I don't know what will be your common mistake, huh? Okay, so maybe next week only I will go through with you. Okay, then let us see. We continue today. Okay, cosine rule. Okay, so write the index for today. Okay, today is 27. Okay, so we have finished sine rule. So now we come to cosine rule. Okay, actually cosine rule will be, I think will be not so complicated compared to sine rule, because sine rule, like just now, it can be acute angle, it can be obtuse angle. Okay, and then sine rule also will have the some, so we say that the ambiguous case. Okay, but cosine rule don't have all these things. So cosine rule is very fast. Okay, clear. Yeah. Okay, we look at this diagram. Okay, how do you determine the length of AB? And then the angle of PQR. Okay, means this one, PQR here. Okay, this one. Can both triangles solve by using sine rule? Okay, we revert back to the sine rule. Page 245. Okay, if you still remember the condition for sine rule, I ask you to copy as a notes. This one very important. Okay, you have this kind of condition, then you use sine rule. Okay, so there are two types of conditions. The first type, two angle and one length. Okay, then you use sine rule. Okay, second type, okay, two length and then a non-included angle, then you use sine rule. Yeah, so we come back to the cosine rule. Okay, just now one I write back. Okay, for sine rule. Okay, the first one is what? Two length. Okay, two angle. Okay, and then one length. Okay, the second one is two length and then one not included angle. Okay, so you see this is the two length, but this angle is the included angle. Okay, so this one cannot use sine rule. Okay, then this one, they are not fulfilled with the two length one angle or the two angle one length. They give you three length. Okay, so these two cases you cannot use sine rule. Okay, so for these two cases you have to use cosine rule. Okay, so this is the condition for cosine rule. Okay, so remember this is condition for sine rule, and then this one will be the condition for cosine rule. Okay, it's over here. Okay, the first one, the first type. Okay, length of two sides and an included angle. Okay, two sides and then an included angle. Okay, this is first type. Okay, this is second type. Okay, the length of three sides are given. Okay, this is second type. Then these two type of condition, then you use cosine rule. So if you want to be fast, when you look at the question, which rule to use, it's good that you know what type of question you use sine rule, what type of question you use cosine rule. Okay, so this one I will say is important. Okay, let us see. Okay, this is cosine rule. This one you can copy. Okay, then we go to verify the cosine rule. Okay, this one you have to know. Okay, in case the question very naughty, I don't know. Okay, they can ask you to verify the cosine rule. Okay, you have to start from like this. Okay, same as the sine rule. You still remember we also have the verifications of the sine rule. Okay, you also have to start with something like this. Okay, means you don't involve in number. You all will involve with the alphabet. Okay. Okay, so let us start with this triangle. Okay, ABC. Okay, now same thing. They get the height of the triangle. Okay, label with the H. So the height, and then let this be the base. So you have a 90 degree here. Okay, so it will form a two right angle triangle. I think quite similar with the sine rule, the verification. Okay, so you have a once you have a right angle triangle, then you use Pythagoras theorem. You can use the Tuakaso, all that. Okay, so we start with okay, using Pythagoras theorem in the triangle ACD. Okay, this is a bigger one. Okay, this is a bigger triangle. Use a Pythagoras theorem. Okay, why they want to use Pythagoras theorem? Okay, is to relate the B and the H and the length here. Okay, so first of all, you label this length as B, you label this length as C, and then you label this length as A. Okay, then this one, the either one, this one you put at X. Therefore, the balanced one will be A minus X. Okay. Now, for this triangle, okay, Pythagoras theorem to relate the B, H, and A minus X. Okay. Then for the other side, ABD, same thing. Use Pythagoras theorem to relate the H, C, and the X. Okay. So this is the relation. Okay. This one you get, and this one you get. Okay. After that, okay, we don't want the H. Okay, definitely this H will not help at the end. Okay, we are only interested actually with the A, B, and the C. This H and the X at the end we don't want to see. Okay, so step by step okay, so H you can write it as a C squared minus X squared. Okay, so replace the H here. Replace the H squared here. Okay, so at the end you are getting this. Okay, so what I say just now, we don't want the H at the end, we don't want the X at the end. Okay, so now you see, when you come here, okay, no H anymore. So, but still have an X. So here you have to try to find a way to get rid of the X. Okay, so we continue. Okay, so the H, okay, I can relate it with this angle, okay, cos B. Tuakaso, okay, because you have a right angle triangle. Okay, cos B is equal to car, adjacent over hypotenuse. So this is opposite. Okay, this is the adjacent, this is the hypotenuse. Okay, I write O, A, adjacent, and the hypotenuse. So A is the X, and then H is the C. So X over C. This is what you get. Okay, now you can get rid of the X already. Okay, you write X as title. So X is equal to C cos B. Okay, replace this X with C cos B. So this is what you have. Okay, this is the one of the cosine rule. Okay, go back to the formula. This is one of the cosine rule. Yeah, so the other two, you can use the same method to get. Okay, it's just how you define your H. Okay, next you can define your H here, and then the other one you define your H here. Okay, then use the same method, then you should get 3 the cosine rule. Okay, if you try this on the obtuse angle triangle, the same thing. Okay, you will get the same answer. If you try this on the right angle triangle, also the same thing. Okay, it can be applied. Yeah. So this is about cosine rule and the verifications. Okay, now we go to see the example. How we apply, how we use the cosine rule. Okay, look at example 7. Okay, AC given, BC given, angle C given. Okay, this is this how we say the condition. Okay, the first type of the condition for using cosine rule, which is 2 length and 1 included angle. Okay, so you use cosine rule. Okay, what do you want to find? Okay, AB. Okay, so you can set this AB as X. Okay, so what is the cosine rule? Okay, let us go back. What is the cosine rule? Maybe you are still not very clear with the cosine rule. Okay, we look at the first one. Okay, here you see the A. Here will be A. Okay, the subject here is A. Then here will be the A. Okay, So A and the A is opposite. The small a and the capital letter A for the angle is opposite. Okay, same as the B with the BC and the C. Okay, so if A squared is your subject, here must be cos A. Okay, so A squared is equal to the other two length, B squared plus C squared, and then minus 2 times the B and the C and the cos A. Okay, so this is cosine rule. Okay, now we come back to the questions. Okay, if this is the one that you want to find, means this is the subject. Okay, so you start with x squared. The opposite, the angle that opposite with the subject. Okay, so here must be the cos 35. Okay, why bahasa? Okay, cos 35. Cos 35. Okay, so the other two length is a 21 and 15. So here is a 15 squared plus 21 squared minus 2 times 15 times 21 times cos 35. This is cosine rule. Okay, so you just use calculator to press this, and then after that remember to square root it, because here this is square. So to find the final answer, x is square root. Okay, for this thing. Okay, so the x is 12 point something. Yeah. So this is how you use your cosine rule. Okay, look at example 8. Okay, just now you find length. Now you find the angle. Okay, this is the second type of the conditions. Okay, which you have a 3 lengths, okay, but no angle. Okay, so you use cosine rule. Okay, the diagram on the right show a triangle JKL with the length. Okay, the 3 lengths are given. Find the value of the angle KJL. KJL. Okay, this angle they want to find. Okay, same thing. Okay, if this angle they want to find, okay, the one opposite, okay, will be the subject. So 25 squared equals to, okay, the other two length 30 and 35. 30 squared plus 35 squared minus 2 times 30 times 35 times cos this angle. Okay, so this one, okay, you can move everything to one side. Okay, so this one 25 squared, this one move to this side become minus. Okay, wrong. Oh, okay, wrong. Okay, so do again. Sorry. Okay, start again. Okay, because here is negative. Okay, so this thing I move to the right hand side. Okay, so become positive. Okay, then these two remain here. 30 squared, 35 squared, and then this 25 squared move to here, so minus 25 squared. Okay, after that, if you want, you can find the answer first. Okay, then no need to copy again this thing. Okay, this one times, so bring to this side, become divide. Okay, so this is why you have this. Okay, so you just press calculator, you get this answer, then shift cos to get this answer. Okay, for using cosine rule, there are no doubt. There's no angle in obtuse one. Okay, this one also you will learn during when you learn trigo in your form 5. Okay, so you remember sine rule, you got to be careful. Cosine rule, you don't have to consider. Cosine rule is only one answer. Okay, and then this one, if you want, but if you don't want, never mind. You just remember the cosine rule, the original cosine rule, and then just shift like this way. Okay. So this is example 8. Okay, now we go to example 9. Okay, look at this diagram. So, okay, QST straight line, PSR straight line. Okay, find the length of the QR, this length. They're asking for this length, QR. Okay, how to do these questions? Okay, so you see, first of all, here is 6, then here this is same length, so this is 6. Okay, since I have these 3, okay, I have these 3. If I base on this triangle, nothing I can do because I only have 2 lengths. I don't have an angle. Okay, if I have two length and then an included angle, then I can use cosine rule to get this. Okay, if I have this angle, so I have to find this angle. Okay, how about you can see this cross, the opposite angle. If I can find this angle and this angle the same. Okay, how if I can find this angle? Okay, you look at this triangle. Okay, you have a 6, 6, 9, you have a 3 length, so you can find this by using cosine rule. This is how you design your mind how to solve the problem. Okay, step by step. Before you start to write, you must know what is the question that you need to solve, and then what is the step you need to go through. Okay, trace back, so only you know what to start with. Don't just take your pen and then just write, circle, you go through, but at the end don't reach the answer. No point. Okay, must clear your mind, must know what you want, and then what is the step for you to reach the answer. Okay, for this type of questions. Okay, so you are just now, as I say, okay, use this triangle because you have the 3 length already. Okay, use cosine rule to get this angle. Okay, so same thing, the one opposite with this angle is 9, so 9 as a subject. Okay, so the other 2 length is 6. So 6 squared plus 6 squared minus 2 times 6 times 6, then cos this angle, P as T. Okay, so by using the method just now, oh, you see or not, this one get negative. As I said just now, there's no doubt. Okay, for cos is very simple. If positive, acute angle. If negative, is obtuse angle. Okay, let us see. I'm not very sure whether calculator will give you negative and then this. I mean shift cos negative and then give you direct the answer or not. I don't remember. Wait, shift cos. Let us try negative 125. Okay, can. So no problem. Okay, so for cosine rule, actually even easier than the sine rule. Okay, so if the question asks you to choose cosine rule, sine rule, depend on the situation. Maybe sometimes you will use a cosine rule. Okay, cosine rule is quite confirm the answer compared to sine rule. Yeah. Okay, after you get this angle and this angle the same. Okay, so again, 2 length and 1 included angle. So you can solve for this length. Okay, so let us start. Okay, this length that you want to find, you put as subject. Okay, therefore, the opposite length will be the cos. Okay, 97.18, this angle. Okay, the other 2 length, 4 squared plus 10 squared minus 2 times 4 times 10. Okay, then remember last step, square root the 125.999 to get the final answer. Okay, so this is for example 9. Okay, so this one will be your homework. Okay, look at this problem. Okay, this is a trapezium. Okay, so there is a tree at the distance of 50 meters from the vertex Q. Okay, so you label the tree as T here. Okay, look at this second diagram. Okay, so the distance from the Q, so TQ here is 50. Okay, the whole thing is 105. Okay, therefore 105 minus 50, the balance here is 55. Okay, divide the length into 2 parts by putting some additional fence from the S to the tree. Okay, so you draw a line from S to the T. Okay, calculate the length of fence put out by Mr. Sivaraja. Okay, so means they want ST. Okay, at the end they want ST. Okay, so how to do these questions? Okay, you see all the length you have. Okay, you have this 90 degree, 90 degree. Okay, you don't have other angle. Okay, you know that if no angle at all, if this is fall in a triangle, you must have 3 lengths. So here you only have 2 lengths. Here you only have 1 length. Okay, so you have to make use of this right angle already. Okay, so because you have this length and this length, so you can get S cubed. Okay, by using a Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so sometimes you still have to go back to a right angle triangle. Okay, cooperate with the sine rule, cosine rule, you still have to go back to your right angle triangle that you can use your Pythagoras theorem and you can use your tuakaso. Remember this. Okay, so SQ, okay, we start with this. SQ is, okay, using Pythagoras theorem, 65 squared plus 75 squared and then square root it. So SQ you get already, this is 99.2472. Okay, so you have 1 length, you have 2 length. Okay, you don't have this length. Okay, so how to do? Okay, how about we look at this bigger triangle? Okay, I trace. We don't look at the 2 smaller triangle. When we look at this bigger triangle, 1, 2, 3, 3 sides we have already. Okay, therefore I can find this, any of the angle. Okay, let's say I find this. So that after that, okay, 2 length, okay, and then 1 included angle, then I can find this length for this smaller triangle. This is again how you go through the question. Think, okay, what is the step that you need to take, and then know what to find first for you to reach the answer. Okay, so next continue. Okay, so we look at the bigger triangle. Okay, the one with 3 length. Okay, so this is the opposite one. Okay, so angle SPQ. Okay, matching with the opposite length 99.2472 as the subject. Okay, the other 2 length is 85 and then this length, okay, 105. Okay, so 85 squared plus 105 squared minus 2 times 85 times 105 times the cos. Okay, rearrange it. Okay, get the answer for the angle. Okay, so this one you get 61.93. Okay, once you get the angle already, okay, now okay, you are looking at this, the smaller one. Okay, because the question asking for this. Okay, so you have a 2 length and 1 included angle. Use cosine rule. Okay, same thing. Okay, this one set as a subject. Okay, the what the question want. Okay, then this is the opposite. Okay, so cos 61.93 here. Okay, the other 2 length 85, 55. So 55 squared by 85 squared minus 2 times 55 times 85. Okay, remember square root at the end. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, any question for me so far? Okay, so this one will be homework. Okay, sorry. Okay, so because I have finished cosine rule, okay, this is another 4 questions here. Okay. So next week, I can start with an area of a triangle, which is the last subtopic in this chapter. And no, one more is an application. Application is more or less the same actually. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay, Kanakasri,